Hello, and welcome back to Mythical Creations. Today we are doing hydrodipping, as you can see on the screen now. My first thing that I did was a sand timer that you normally get from the dentist. So today will just be voice over me, and then at the end I'll go through a review of everything. The next thing we're doing is a pair of scissors, as you can see on your screen. So these are just like, your plain old Frisco scissors, if I'm even pronouncing that brand right. These are my favorite. They turned out the best out of all of them. Now I am cleaning up my paint. My first ones I just used teal and yellow. And then I'm gonna do something really cringy. So I thought I'd just, give added effect to that. Yeah, disgusting. It looks like... Yeah, I don't even want to say what it looks like. So next I'm doing some white, teal, and light blue for my next color combo. Because I'm like, oh, I did some nice colors first. So, maybe I can do 3 colors now. Maybe I can, up myself. I'm really not that good at hydrodipping. It's a lot harder than it looks. Because, you get these bubbles everywhere. And I do not know how to get rid of these bubbles. And it just makes it look really patchy and not well put together. Outdoor filming is really hard, that I've noticed. It's not something that I don't think I'll ever get used to. Next, I'm doing the top of a jewelry case. And then some crinkly dust bits fall from my glove when I'm just like, I don't need no gloves. There's a point to the gloves. There really is. It's so you don't get your hands full of spray paint, which is really hard to get off of your hands. You'll see that later when I have it all over my hands. Yeah, so that's just top of a little case that you put jewelry and stuff in. Next I'm doing a snail shell, which actually I ate out of. Escargot, which if you don't know is French for snail. French delicacy. In French class we ate out of snail shells and ate some snails. It was really chewy. I'm gonna stop talking about that if it grosses some of you out. So yeah, I painted a snail shell and did hydrodipping with that. Now I'm adding more paint because I kind of ran out of my paint a bit. I didn't clean it, I just added more. And this time I'm actually looking like I know what I'm doing now. 3rd time's the charm, that's what they say, right? This is just some more teal and the blue because the white was doing almost nothing. And here you have the satisfying action to watch that getting dipped. I don't know why, but that one was just so satisfying to watch. But as you can see on the bottom right there, there's a lot of those icky bubbles. And I think that's from the water dripping off of it, like you can see now. Yeah, so that's an art easel, which I'm not actually using at the moment. I recorded this video a while ago. My editing app broke, so I had to start over my editing. So that's why this video is coming out real late. Yeah, but it's still sticky on the bottom, and I don't understand why. So I'm not actually using it. Next I'm doing 2 little owls, which I'll be painting some bigger ones in a later video. There's a owl in a top hat and an owl with a flower. As you can see, I'm getting spray paint all over my fingers. It's great. We're just finishing up this owl, and Then there was a big ploink. That is how I spell that. It's just a ploink. So now we're all done with our hydro dipping, and we'll go on to the review after I show you quickly what my hands look like, and that is right now. That's when I realized my mistake. So these are all of our items together. We have scissors, the case of a storage container, seashell, sand timer, mini easel, door clip, and 2 owls. So I'm going to take the tape off everything, and then we'll view them one by one. After reassembling everything, here is the storage container. This is where I keep stuff for like jewelry making and such. Still opens nice. The edges became a bit unclean and uneven, but this is my first time, so I'll accept it for now. If you look closely, everything is really bubbly and spotted. It's also very glossy and doesn't feel wet, but it's a very slick texture. The seashell is my second least favorite because of all the bubbles. Things didn't really go quite well. It looks like it has holes in it, which technically it does. The inside isn't done either, so it's just kind of a mess. Overall, not very satisfying result. Next is the easel, which I believe did not completely dry. It's still sticky on the bottom stands. And I don't believe it's completely wet enough to get on your fingers, but I do know that you wear gloves for a reason, so it's definitely sticky and not fully dry, and very bubbly as well. Next is the timer, which I quite liked how it turned out. It's got a really nice texture that I think is pretty neat. I used different color for this and the scissors rather than all the other items, so this one has yellow rather than all the blues. Next is my owls, which I thought would be cute to do. If they weren't so bubbly, I would have thought, it turned out really nice. But what can you do? The bottom obviously didn't work very well. But everything else, minor bubbles, still has 3D printed texture left over. But overall, better than just clear plastic. This one's my least favorite. I tried wiping it off a bit. Don't try to do that. Just don't. It got full of paper towel and I had to try to wipe that off later. And anyway, it's a mess. Just don't do what I did. Lastly, my favorite item, my scissors. I actually use these scissors, so I'm glad it turned out nice. They're my scissors for string art, when I cut the string, obviously. Still functional, a bit sticky, but functional. So I'm glad I didn't wreck them. Anyway, the scissors were originally purple, so that's where the purple came from. And I think the pattern is really cool, even with the bubbles and stuff. And that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Have fun hydro dipping if you even want to follow that dead trend anymore. Bye.